and welcome to Mr. Diggs Deals. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, depending on when you watch this video. I'm Mr. Diggs. Welcome back to Mr. Diggs Deals. I'm a part-time eBay reseller who goes around charity shops and car boots to flip basically whatever I find back on eBay for a profit. Yes, as you've seen by the title, a bit of a hit and miss with the weather on my car boot. Measham car boot. It rained before we started off, and I say we, Paul Collette, my partner in crime. Thank you, Paul, for your company. Always a pleasure as usual. I know you did well with your pickups. So yeah, like I say, weather was a bit of against us, beginning, sort of in the middle, and mainly towards the end. Our car boot normally lasts till about 12 or 1 o'clock, but by 10:30 we had to run for it back to Paul's car, and a lot of the stall holders had decided that they'd had enough, so it was cut a little bit prematurely short. But did I get anything? Well, yes, I did actually. I did rather well for the time I was there, because we arrived at about 7:20, something like that. Had a good mooch round as you do, and like I say, by 10:30 it was cut short. Anyway, enough waffle, and without further ado, I'll show you what I picked up, how much I paid for it, and how much I hope to get back on eBay for it. We'll start with gadgets, because I know there's quite a few people like me picking up gadgets and showing gadgets, and it's something that normally I don't pick up in charity shops because they either don't want to pat test them, or for whatever reason they don't sell them. So it's nice to start and pick up a few different little bits and pieces gadget wise and what have you. So I'll just show you the first thing. I picked up a nice little TV, Sony TV 400 colour pocket handheld pocket TV. That's a mouthful. I've not tested it yet, but it's got like a little stand there. The battery compartment, I always make sure that I look at any sort of battery compartment, as I've learnt from other people's videos, and that is very nice, very, very clean. No battery leakage in that. Got the full aerial. The full aerial's there, look, because normally you can find these sort of things snapped or not on there at all. I paid £1 from this guy's stall. Now I picked up another at least 2 or 3 items on this guy's stall, and he was pretty cheap, to be honest with you. Yeah, I paid £1 for that. Looking at current listings and sold and completes, you're looking about up to about 12 to about 14 quid, possibly about 12 quid. And obviously if it works, and once I put the batteries in and looked, a nice little bit of sort of nostalgia if you're into that sort of thing. So I was quite pleased to pick up that for £1. Another nice little this is a radio coming in its little pouch. Now this is an unbranded one, I think. This is an alarm type sort of clock sort of one. It's got an LCD display. There it tells the time. It's an alarm. It does work, I think, somewhere. That's enough of that. Like I say, it's unbranded. It's got no specific marks on it. But again, for £1, I thought, why not? And I'll probably price that for about 8 to 10 quid. That, because it's quite decent. It's in decent condition as well. Sit on somebody's sideboard or something like that next to the bed. So yeah, I'll say it come with its little case. So yeah, that was a nice little find. A set of Philips phones, complete with like an answer phone system as well, and that just slots in there like that as such. Wrong phone. There you go. That slots in there like that. Now, I picked more or less one of the same model about 2 weeks ago, and I paid £2 for this, and this should quite easily reach about £19.99. As my other one has, that sold with literally 2 or 3 days of putting it on. And both have got stands, so I was quite pleased to pick them up. One of the few things I know that when I go to car boots, I'll pick up and know you can get some decent money depending on what you paid for them. One of these bread and butter items, a Bop It Extreme. I've not tested it yet, but obviously, if it works, you're looking at 19 to about 20 quid, 15 to about 20 quid on these sort of things. And this is one of the very first things up 3 years ago, that when I first started doing this, that I picked up and I sold 3 years ago as my very first item as a reseller. And that went over to Ireland. So again, if you're out in the wilds anytime in a car boot or charity shop, you can get them for a right price. I paid £1 for that. Like I say, 15 to about 19.99. Some people have got a little bit higher, but I think sometimes you can get a bit lucky with those sort of things. So I was quite pleased to pick that up. Incidentally, right at the end, when I finished with the rest of the stuff, I picked up quite a cool item that I think a lot of resellers would be quite happy to pick up, and for the price I paid and for what it does, I was very, very happy. So hang around. Something else that I've decided to pick up on quite a bit, and this is your DAB radios. And I know these can get good money. This one is a Bush. Excellent make of radio for what it is. A few little stains on there. I'll give that a bit of a clean. A decent top. And again, importantly, the aerials all in good working order. And these, looking at sold and completes, can quite easily get 20 to 25 quid for one of these, depending on make, model, and condition. And this is in fairly good condition, but like I say, a few little marks on there. See if I can sort of do something with that. So yeah, I always pick up these now, because I know these can be worth good money, and obviously for the right price, I'll always pick those up. What else have we got? Another little bit of technology. Just bear with me a minute. We have a inbox with its inserts as well. It's instructions. We have a Casio portable printer. It needs a little bit of cleaning up. And I think the battery compartment again is in excellent condition. Again, from that very first stall I got the little portable TV from, I paid £1 for that. So I was quite pleased to pick that up, and he put some rolls with it as well. 3 rolls, so that probably added a little bit to the value as well. I had, like I say, I had about four or five things off that guy from that store, and I was quite pleased to pick that up and add that to my little shop. Yeah, paid £1, and I thought it might be worth a little bit more, but you're probably talking about 10 to about 14 quid, to be honest with you. But again, for £1, it ain't too bad. I'll always try something different and new. What else have we got? We have a sealed pack of Sony 10 in a pack DVD rewritable CDs. Now when I first saw this, again, that was from the same stall as the Casio stuff that I've had. Pretty cheap stall. I could have had more, but like I say, it rained, so I didn't get a chance to go round again. Yeah, anyway, £1 he charged me for that, and I thought they'd be worth a little bit more because something similar I sold 2 weeks ago, went for 25 quid, but this particular pack, they're worth about 15 quid on its own now, more. So not too bad again for £1 and 15 quid. So again, it's silly not to, really. We have an EE mini Wi-Fi 4G EE. It's still got its original SIM card in it. Whether that makes a difference or not, somebody might have to buy a new one. It's got all the details, passwords and stuff like that. But there's the little mini Wi-Fi. Again, I paid £1, and I'm looking to get about 14 to about 16 quid back on that, I think. Again, I'll think of what I've got to do is a little bit more research just to make sure, because I know there are different variants of it. So yeah, I was quite pleased to pick that up. We have a set of 4. It says vintage Kellogg's, a bit misleading, but these are made by Kim and Miller United Limited, from Bradford. And we have a set of 4 vintage egg cups. We have Frosties, Tony the Tiger. We have the monkey from Cocoa Pops. I think it's a monkey anyway. We have the Snap, Crackle and Pop Rice Krispies, and we have the good old Kellogg's cornflakes. Now, I think these were made in about 2017 or something. Something like that. Like I say, the title sort of misleads you. But currently, there's none been listed. There's none sold, ever been sold. And going on their website, the Kim and Miller website, they had priced them up for about £8.50. Now, like I say, not on eBay at the minute. This particular one, none have sold. So I might decide to shoot for about £12.99 on them from £1. Nice little set. So yeah, I was quite pleased to pick them up. Now we have. Now I know there's decent money to be made in Pokemon stuff. What we have here is a Pokemon Clip and Go Battle Ready Litten Powerball. Now these can sell up to about 18 to about £20. I've put mine on for $18.99. I don't know a lot about Pokemon, but I know the brand and I know there's money to be made, and the research I've done suggests that you're talking double figures depending on what character you've got, and this one so happens to be on there. Literally the highest price on there at the minute I think is $19.99, and it's still sealed. Got a little bit of damage, well not damage, bit of wear to the box, but it's new in box, however you want to describe it. I'm putting that on for about $18.99 from £1. What else do we have? We have a nice little model kit sort of thing. It is aircraft carrier by Complexity, and it's the Charles de Gaulle R91 aircraft carrier. It's sealed, still in its original packaging, still sealed very nicely, and looking at soles, completes and current listings for this sort of thing, is you get about 12 to about 14 quid, depending on how much you paid for it, or if you ever pick these up. So it's worth a shot, you know what I mean. So quite pleased to pick that up as well. We have, what else do we have? We have this bad boy. I think it's called it's by Play School. It's SpiderMan. It is plane, his ship, whatever you want to call it. It does open up to put figures inside, or any other accessories you've got. The cockpit comes up as well, and it comes complete with the man himself, Spider-Man. Now, without the figure, you're looking at about 15 to 18.99, largely the top end of that price people have been asking. And the figures, if you just come across these particular figures in the wilds, on your travels, the figures are probably worth about £5 each, something like that. So, also came with that was a figure of the Hulk too. So, having said that, I think I'm going to aim £29.99 best offer. And I'm quite happy to come down because I only paid £2 for this, for all of it. And I was quite surprised at that because I'd never seen one before. I've never come across one before. So yeah, I was quite pleased to have that. And basically, a nice little addition to the shop. So it's really nice. In really good condition as well. So I was quite pleased to pick that up. Whoops. Right, now, audio cassettes. I picked up a bag full of audio cassettes, which are quite popular and have sold for me in the past. But depending on who the subject is, certain sets can go for decent money. And I just happened to pick up quite a few of the legendary Mr. Tony Hancock. You know, the TV, not the TV show, the radio show. The radio show, Hancock's Half Hour. I paid, believe it or not, 10p each for these. And there are 33, I think. And there's about 8 or 9 Hancocks. A few Colin Dexters, a few Sherlock Holmes stories, and if I can lay my hands on one, more Hancocks. But there's also one of the best radio shows ever done. And a lot of older people, no disrespect here, but you probably remember these more than any young person. The Goonies. Harry Seacombe, Spike Milligan, and Peter Sellers. A fabulous radio show back in the day. Go check them out on YouTube. I'm very old school where this is concerned, and it's my sort of thing. Spike Milligan, comedy genius, Harry Seacombe, and the great Peter Sellers as well. A great bunch of comedians, and a great show back in the day. So yeah, I paid 10p each for all of these, and I must have a handful of Tony Hancocks, a handful of the Goon Show, and one or two others. Individually, if you was to price them, depending on where they are, what subject they are, you're only looking at about £3-4 each. But as bundles, as different bundles, I'm probably looking to aim about £14.99, and there's probably about 3 separate bundles there of £14 of different cassettes. So yeah, I always pick them up. Because as we know, cassettes are in again, sort of thing. So yeah, I was quite pleased to pick that up. What else was there? Right, now the last item is, like I say, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know what you guys will think, but I've never seen one before. But you'll all know him. And it was this fella. Comes with some drums, and this is an Elmo talking, dancing, singing, controlled, well, I guess you couldn't call it a puppet. Let me just turn it on.
Let's rock! Oh, hey! Elmo wants to play the drums. Please get Elmo the drums. Yeah! Now, for one of Elmo's favorites, Elmo likes to rock and roll. Elmo's gonna rock, yeah! Feel the music. We're dancing. Down, 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 down. La 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 la, la 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 la. Elmo's world.
Ain't that cool?
La 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 la. Elmo's world. Elmo loves his goldfish. His crayons too. That's Elmo's world. Oh, hey! Making music friends forever. Elmo loves to sing with you. You can sing it all by yourself, but with friends it's more fun to do. It takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Elmo and you. It just takes two. That was great. Let's rock and roll. Now, for one of Elmo's favorites, sing out.
I don't know if yet.
Come on now, let's play along. You got it. It's music time. Let's rock out. Please give Elmo the microphone and tambourine. Let's rock. Now, for one of Elmo's favorites, what Elmo likes about you. What Elmo likes about you. The way you sing and dance. When you go up, down, jump around, move your head and clap your hands. Yeah. You can do it, there's nothing to it. Sing Elmo and stuff.
Anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, I was very happy to see this, pick this up. Now, I expected them to ask about a £5 or £10 for this, but I paid £2 for this. And looking at current listings or solds and completes, I think we're looking about £25 for this this particular item. Now, I think the way the hands are, because it looks like it can grip stuff, and one of the songs did say tambourine and microphone. Now the tambourine, if that's the case, tambourine and microphone weren't with it. However, just with the drums, as I say, has sold for £25 to £29.99, and I was very, very pleased to pick that up. It takes quite a few batteries actually. It takes six batteries. But I was very pleased to pick that up, and I've never seen anything like that before. So yeah, and that was it. So I'm quite pleased at the stuff I'm picking up at Car Boots now. Electronics and little gadgets like Elmo and stuff like that. Really makes me, or my store, my eBay store, look a little bit better with better quality items and stuff like that. And it makes me feel better about myself, knowing full well that I can pick up better items and show you guys what I pick up. So yeah, I will always try and do my best now I'm doing Car Boots and stuff like that. And again, thank you to Paul. Your company, like I said before, is always appreciated. Always nice to talk to and be with somebody of a like mind. I hope your sales are going well out there, everybody. Mine are okay. but always good room for improvement. If you're going to be finding me for the first time, please consider liking down below. Hit that bell for further notifications of charity shops and car boot videos. Your support is much appreciated. Without you guys, I keep saying it, without you guys there would be no channel, because there'd be nobody to do these videos for. I like doing them. I hope you guys like doing them. Much appreciated. Live long and prosper. Till the next time, guys. Stay safe.